Folks, if you have some special needs on a cruise ship, there are a lot of options for you beyond just the usual wheelchairs and scooters. For example, medical equipment. There's actually a lot of medical equipment that can be brought onto a ship if you have some needs in your room, such as, getting up and out of bed, other types of equipment, maybe for the bathroom. Special Needs at Sea has a wide variety of things that may or may not be available. This all depends on the cruise ship itself, the itinerary, and where you're sailing out of, what things might be available. But you should always check out Special Needs at Sea to see if there's some specific things that you need that can actually be brought onto a cruise ship. If you're hearing impaired like I am, some cruise lines actually have kits that they can give you to help you better enjoy the games, the shows, and things like that. And companies like Special Needs at Sea may have kits as well to help you better enjoy the things going on around the ship. Dialysis is possible on a cruise. Now, you would start with a company called Dialysis at Sea. There is portable equipment that they can bring on the cruise ship. Now, these are specific cruise ships that they can come on, and they can be brought on from specific ports. So it's not like you can go on any cruise, but if you are in need of dialysis, you can start there with Dialysis at Sea, and then you can work with somebody like me and we can find a cruise that works for you. Autism programs are available. Now, some cruise lines like Royal Caribbean have really leaned in and they've created an amazing autism program right within the cruise line. Other cruise lines support autism internally, and there are third-party companies that will work directly with the cruise line to make sure there's programs in place and there's awareness on the ship of the folks who are coming on to help make sure that you enjoy the cruise as much as everyone else. If you're bringing a service dog on board, know first of all that not all cruise lines allow all types of service dogs to come onto the ship. There may be some restrictions to what types of dogs are allowed on. Number two, you're probably going to have to fill out some paperwork to make sure you take care of that before you get on the ship, because they need to know that the dog is coming. And then two, they need to make sure that they have a relief area set up for that animal for when the ship is at sea. And of course, scooters and wheelchairs. Now, cruise lines do not rent scooters or wheelchairs. You have to get those from third-party companies. The only way you're going to get a wheelchair from a cruise line is if you damage yourself while on a cruise. Then they will give you the use of a wheelchair, which, by the way, they're probably going to charge you for that. So, Special Needs at Sea and Scootaround. Those are the two big companies that will rent the scooter. But no, that scooter has to fit inside your room. You cannot leave it out in the hallway to charge. And if you tell Scootaround or Special Needs at Sea which ship you're going on and what type of room you're going to be staying in, they should pretty much know the width of those doors so they can make sure they're either going to get you one that fits or one that will fold up and go inside. So just know that if you're going to rent something, it's got to fit inside the room. I hope that information was helpful. Folks, if we can help you in any way with your travels, just reach out. Where'sWalterTravel.com. Have an awesome day, everybody.